Shaggy, where you at? Shaggy, you got your entertainment. Oh, it's all you.
Breaking news. I'm not in a movie, but I am in a Zoom call. Well, it's good to do this again. Let me adjust my camera just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, so I got a couple things I want to talk about. Let's start with, how is your day going?
Going pretty good, man. Long day. Heard from my doctor and everything about I got to make some changes with my health, but I'm going to take care of that.
Good. Now, describe long. Are we talking 1 inch to 12 inch?
I don't know.
I'm kidding. Let me stop. All right, so I got a couple things I want to talk about. Number one, let's talk about Boba Fett.
Oh.
Boba Fett, last episode, premiered yesterday. It's had a couple ups and downs throughout the season. We can both agree on that, right?
100%.
But episode 5 and 6, damn, it was good. It was so good, especially episode 6. Oh man, oh dude, you want to talk about nerd boner? I had a raging nerd boner. I almost had to call 911, man. I was fainting.
I watched it twice already.
Yeah, dude, I watched it in the parking lot this morning before I went into work, and you know what? It made my day better.
You look like it did.
Oh man, oh what a day too. If I didn't watch that episode, I probably would have left early. Anyway, yeah. So yesterday was the season finale, or depending how Disney wants to go, it might be even the series finale. Although the end credits, I don't know, because it's kind of weird, because it feels like the show is setting up Mandalorian season 3 more so than it did for Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it kind of seemed to give some closure already.
Right. So I think maybe what we saw in the after credits, which, spoilers, it was Cobb Vanth in the back to tank, and that made me really happy to see that, because I felt like he was done dirty. Even though I knew he wouldn't die like that. But I feel like anything that it showed would probably be more reflected in Mandalorian season 3 than another Boba Fett. Then again, the reviews have been kind of mixed up and down with the show, so maybe anything dealing with Boba Fett might be in Mandalorian from now on.
True.
So, but anyway, so season finale. Cad Bane.
Yes.
Working for the Pike Syndicate.
Yes.
Trying to run spice through all of Tatooine, I should say, not just the individual towns, but all of Tatooine. Mando, Boba Fett are pretty much in the bombed out cantina that blew up at the end of the episode 6. And just waiting on reinforcements from was it Freetown, I think they call themselves now, if I heard that correctly. Waiting on reinforcements. Pikes are going down on them. They ambush the team outside on the streets. And of course the other syndicate, not the syndicate guys, the other gang leaders we all knew would turn on them, on Boba.
I didn't expect the whole town to turn on them though like that. That was just brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal, because I thought those were actual soldiers, but apparently those were citizens that supported their what do you call it, Demo, whatever they want to say. Yeah, so a lot of back and forth gunfire, a lot of insults thrown. I was actually shocked Boba Fett, because this is the first time I actually saw Boba Fett picking up a rifle and actually doing what he did in that episode of Mandalorian season 2, where he just I still think about that, when he just dropped from the sky behind that stormtrooper and just went full ape shit. This is actually the first time you see it through the series. In my opinion, they made him an idiot and a guy that I would not follow at all. He a lot of his orders were second guessed, and if somebody had a better idea, he'd go along with it. And I felt like I don't know what they were trying to do with the character. Is it because it's getting old, or is it because they don't really know Boba Fett the way Boba Fett's supposed to be? I don't know. Anyway, but they show glimpses of that savage Boba Fett that we got in Mando. And make a long story short, that fight with Cad Bane, I was not expecting that. I thought Cad was gonna, fuck him up. And Mando was gonna come to the rescue, like Mando has been doing throughout the show, like for the ratings.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, not to say, dude, Mando's awesome. I never thought there would be a day where Mando would be better than Boba.
Yeah.
And that happened within 2 years, bro. 2 years, and Boba's been around for 30 plus.
Yep.
So I give credit to John Favreau. Anyway, Cad's got him on the ground.
Hey, bring your camera down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There you go.
How's that?
Yep.
And so Cad's got Boba on the ground, and a lot of insults being thrown, pretty much teaching him a lesson. I thought he was gonna let him go, but he had that blaster still on him, man. Like he was gonna here's your lesson. Now I'm gonna kill you. And he took that gaffy stick and stabbed him.
Now twist on that.
Yes.
He is still alive.
Yes, his heart monitor was beeping. I don't know too much about the character because it's most of his backstory is in Clone Wars and I think Bad Batch as well.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, when that heart monitor beeps, when somebody told me that droid comes to grab him, if maybe I misheard, but that's what I was told. But I knew for a fact they're not going to kill off a guy like that. I mean, that guy's got importance in the storyline, especially between him and Boba, from what I was told. Throughout work and
what's her name?
Message feeds. Huh?
Ahsoka, he fought her a lot too in the Clone Wars.
And he might be showing up as well in that TV show. I think that show is about to start filming here shortly.
Ooh, cannot wait.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to go with that. It could be all over the place. Who knows? I know Admiral Thrawn's going to be in it.
Yes, they did. They did cast him, I believe, didn't they?
Yeah, they cast. I believe they took the voice actor from the TV show.
Oh, okay.
He's actually the guy that plays the wizard in The Witcher, the mean one.
Really?
Yeah, that's Mad.
Steven too.
I think it's Mads Milken Nicholson's older brother, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I know he's Danish of some sort.
Yeah.
Anyway, overall, I'd probably give Boba 7.5 overall, and on top of it, I mean, the show gave me a chode, and there were times where it gave me a full erection, nerd boner wise, not well, maybe otherwise.
So how many nerd boners would you give it, the series altogether?
No, I'd give the whole series a chode. It got me a chode wise, because there was that one episode where it introduced the bikers I thought was absolutely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Those bikers belong on Coruscant, not fucking Tatooine.
Thank you. I couldn't put my finger on that. About that. Yeah,
that kind of atmosphere, that kind of gang and look for the tech that they're using. That is like skyscraper planet stuff. That would fit well there. That's Robert Rodriguez, man. Like every time they were on screen, I just kept thinking of Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Spy Kids, and he even snuck Danny Trejo in there for like an episode as the Rancor trainer, and you never see him again.
Yep, he was just dude, everybody that I hear about that is on Star Wars, like they just to be in a costume, just to be on camera is exciting to people. Dude, this is our childhood, dude. Like. I mean,
I think they're righting a lot of wrongs too. Yeah. With those three movies, minus Force Awakens. I know we always talk about Force Awakens, but minus the other two, we got to give Kathleen Kennedy credit. I know we dogged her a lot when the movies were coming out, but at least she turned to people who knew the material. Mm-hmm. Filoni, Favreau, and even Bryce Dallas Howard, Ron Howard's daughter, was like, "Hey, look. Obviously, we're not attracting the new fans are not outnumbering the old fans. They feel like the story's not done. So let's make TV shows and fill in those gaps."
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to give her credit for that.
I'll give her a lot of credit, but I think like John Favreau, I'm sorry saying it wrong. They were talking about that once she walks away or whatnot, that he's going to be taking over after her.
I'd be 100% for it.
Like he's done an amazing job, dude, with Mando. Like you took a character that we've never seen before and literally put it into a character that was just you fell in love with him because he had emotions, he had the serious side. Because at first I thought Mando was kind of a bitch in the first like couple episodes.
Really?
And yeah, and then like because he was getting his ass kicked, dude, for a little bit, and then
even the first episode when he walked in, he was like, "I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold." Go back and watch season one, man.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about the one for this season, but when
I'm talking about Mando season 1, episode 1.
Yeah,
go back and watch it. I just been watching it again, man. He was not
good.
I feel like, man, that guy, they literally gave all the traits of old Boba Fett to him.
Yeah, they did.
That's how I imagine Boba Fett. And now Mando is a lot cooler. Yeah, and there was a couple highlights in that. I love how they flew Luke's X-wing to Tatooine. You're like, oh, here he comes again. Yep. No. What kind of Jedi master sends a baby in an X-wing halfway across the galaxy, man?
Luke was probably mad. You picked that little thing, motherfucker.
Oh my god. So yeah, that's it on that show. It gave me a chode nerd boner wise. It gave me a chode. It wasn't bad. It wasn't something amazing. Minus the 2 amazing episodes. Overall, I felt like I did enjoy what I watched, but it wasn't like Mando's season 2 finale where like we still talk about Luke Skywalker coming off that elevator.
Yes.
And the music hitting. But I'm hoping, also got other news for Star Wars. I'm hoping the next series that comes out, which is Kenobi, it is, from what I read, it has a premiere date of May 25th.
Yeah, I did see that.
This year. And Hayden Christensen, they just cast an actor for the main Inquisitor, the bald-headed guy with who was in Rebels, Rupert. He played the second iteration of
kind of
Agent
like
40
type.
Yeah. So they got that guy, English actor. I imagine he's going to do real well with the character. I'm excited for that. I think Andor even comes out later on in the year. That's about the guy from Rogue One. I don't know if it needs a show. Unless it's going to be nothing but political assassination, because that's what he was. He was an assassin for the rebellion. Other than that, that's pretty much everything I got on Star Wars. I do have other breaking news though, and I'm pretty sure you saw it. Just came out today.
Hold on. Before you give that news,
okay,
we'll be right back after this, back with Shaggy's Entertainment.
If you like what you're listening to, keep listening to part 2. It's go time.
All right, so that's it. All right, welcome back, guys, to Shaggy's Entertainment Review. Shaggy, what you got for us, man?
Well, it just dropped today. As you're well aware, the Jurassic Park Dominion trailer dropped. Now it's got, I know. I gotta say, I really like Jurassic World. Did not care for Fallen Kingdom. This one I'm really stoked about. And this again proves my point with Hollywood, what they're doing. The old reboot theory, legacy characters. So I told you, man, legacy characters meeting new characters. But that doesn't take away like what I felt during the trailer. This is something new. Like Steven Spielberg didn't really, he kind of touched on it in the Lost World, having a T-Rex and some dinosaurs run havoc in San Francisco. But this is like, this seems like maybe a couple years have passed and like humans are just now getting accustomed to them living on their land. So this is something really, really new. You know, speaking in general, it's something really new to the series. Did see the bad guy, what's his name, Dr. Wu.
BD Wong.
BD Wong. He had the long hair. He had the long hair. The only thing I'm really worried about is if the original cast are coming in to bring in box office dollars for the old fans, and if not, and it's integral to the story, are they going to be in character? and not like that kind of phone in performance I was telling you about with the Scream legacy characters, minus David Arquette. But am I going to see Sam Nell as Dr. Grant, or am I just going to see Sam Nell making jokes? Am I going to see Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Malcolm, or am I going to just see Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah. Well,
there is a difference.
In the last movie, he was in the last movie, Jeff Goldblum, but he didn't have like a huge role.
He sounded like he had pre-COVID. These dinosaurs, like when he's sitting there reading, you can really. I mean, I heard it. I heard it in the trailer. I mean, I can't remember if I actually recognized it in the movie, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, man, why does it sound like his voice is raspy? I thought maybe like there was some like health story-wise, like health event in that character's life, maybe, but I don't remember them elaborating on that.
He's always weird anyway.
He is weird, but Malcolm. Wow, do I like Malcolm better than Sam Nell? I feel like Sam Nell as Alan Grant was like the straight shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really a funny man. Mm-hmm. And when funny stuff happened, he was there, like with the kids in Jurassic Park 1, or like seeing he had this fear with velociraptors in 1 and 3. And I'm hoping he continues that. Yeah. Because I really do. I really like Alan Grant. Plus, it brings back memories of Jurassic Park on Sega Genesis.
Well, you did. I mean, a good point what you're saying about the legends and the new generation. If you think about it too, they probably end up doing like having like the old crew as the more serious, and you have like Chris Pratt or whatnot, who's the comic relief in the movie, because they're gonna have some cheesy jokes like they always do, but it still made you laugh. Like Chris Pratt, great actor. What's her name? Dallas Bryce, or
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh my goodness, I love her.
Yeah, man, she's gorgeous and very talented on top of it.
Yes.
Actually, I think I would put talent over beauty. I'll give her that respect because she's super talented. Yeah.
I would love to meet her.
So would I. I would like to literally like pick her brain. And I mean this with all due respect. I would literally like to sit her down, pick her brain on what she thinks Star Wars should be. Because I feel like she's going to be one of those types in the future that if, Favreau or Filoni, they'll eventually get fatigued.
Yeah.
Maybe she jumps in. She directed. She didn't have no feminist agenda in her episodes. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm moving into Star Wars. But Jurassic Park, Colin Trevorrow is back from Jurassic World, who directed Jurassic World.
Okay.
He didn't do Fallen Kingdom.
You could definitely tell the difference between the two, director-wise.
Yeah, and the guy that did Fallen Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken, he did one of my favorite horror movies that came out in the past 15 years called The Orphanage.
You like that?
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure it's him. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the director of The Orphanage, and he had a keen sense for horror. And when he said that he was going to do horror first, I was like, okay, he's going to make the dinosaurs scary. I remember sitting there with my girlfriend at the time watching Fallen Kingdom, and I mean, it was a good Jurassic Park movie, but it wasn't something I walked out going, oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
It did break my heart seeing all those dinosaurs die, though.
That was heartbreaking. His name was?
Huh?
Hey, you said J.A. Bayona or whatever.
Bayona, yeah, I believe that's the guy that did The Orphanage.
Yeah, he did. I looked up the Orphanage director. Yeah, he did. Your directors.
That was a very good horror movie and had a really good plot twist at the end. But I thought that was cool. They're not getting an action adventure director; they're getting someone who knows horror. And I feel like making dinosaurs scary is going to bring people back in the seats, not just because of Jurassic Park, but people are going to get entertained and scared. That's what I want for Terminator. Terminator needs to go back to sci-fi horror, not action. Yeah. People, they keep replicating Terminator 2 and all the sequels. And in fact, if you find out you're not succeeding and you're constantly rebooting, well, then you need to go what made that one sequel successful. You need to go back to basics, sci-fi horror. One Terminator, maybe a couple car crashes. Yeah.
Good story.
But yeah, I'm really excited for Dominion. God, man, I'm all over the place. I get so excited. All over the place for this Jurassic Park. I'm excited. I'm down for it. Also, too, I know I got kind of out of structurally, I got out of the way of another movie that comes out before it, The Batman.
Tickets went on sale today.
I gotta say, what they did with my boy Ben. I know he's coming back in the Flash. Oh, you spilled that beer.
Almost.
Oof. Well, that's a party foul.
It's on my laptop.
What they did to my boy Ben. I know he's coming back in the Flash movie. Pretty sure they're gonna kill him off. But now we're moving on to another Batman. And we're jumping into year 2 of this guy who we don't really know. We don't know this Bruce Wayne. We don't know what he's capable of. That's why you need to show his parents' death at every beginning of a new Batman movie.
They're not doing it for this one.
I know. That's how you relate to this Batman. That's how you feel his pain, his struggle. You know, I thought Zack Snyder did it really well. He didn't. Yes. There was like what, a minute or two, if even that, introduction with music. No,
that's all you needed to do.
That's it. Because that's his whole reason of fighting crime. Yeah. If we jump into year 2 and this guy's got all these connections already, it's not in the same universe, I'm gonna be like, well, what the hell? What's up with this Batman? What's he capable of doing? Like, did he train with the League of Shadows or those guys? Like, what? Does he sparkle in the sunlight?
Did that for us pretty much. I mean,
what?
The whole Batman Begins pretty much gave us that whole backstory, Ra's al Ghul and all that shit.
But they never explained his smoker voice. They never explained it. His smoker voice.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm still gonna go. Rachel. I'm still gonna go see it.
Yes, 3 hours.
I'm still gonna go see it. It's. I think they said it's but right before Justice League, it's the longest Batman movie with Batman in it. Minus Justice League is number 1, 4 hours.
I mean, if we're gonna see it that weekend, I'll wait till Saturday. But you know me, I like doing it on a Thursday night. But because it's a long ass movie, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Probably gonna have to wait till that Saturday.
You gotta have to get them energy drink, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't eat the $30 popcorn either, because that fatigues you. I noticed. If you're sitting in that, me personally, if I'm sitting in a movie theater like I am now, I'm sitting there like just dried out, just fatigued, because that damn popcorn soaks up any type of water you got in your body.
And that's why they do that, so you'll go back and get something else to drink.
I ain't doing that. They got fucking 500 milligrams of salt in there.
I don't like popcorn.
You don't like popcorn?
No.
Oh, I'm not a fan of it either. I used to throw hot sauce on it when I was a kid.
What?
I would actually, I used to bring little tobacco sauce packets with me in a movie theater. Huh?
You want some Jepson?
Jepson?
Yeah. Some liqueur.
The toilet cleaner?
Yeah.
I want that shit.
Yeah, you're
can you show them? Can you show them that what you're talking about, please?
Oh damn. Worst freaking drink I've ever had in my life.
That is terrible, man.
I don't even know where it is.
Oh, come on, man. You were pointing to it.
Oh, there it is.
That is so fucking gross.
Worst drink we've ever had. And
go ahead, man. Take a sip.
Hell no.
Come on, man. Take a sip.
No.
Do it for the audience.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But that's what I got on Jurassic Park. Other than that, man, it's been pretty slow entertainment wise. We talked about the Bungie acquisition last week. The rumors on Grand Theft Auto 6, which don't hold your breath. I as far as movies, I'm Black Adam. What else is coming out? Really, it's really I haven't seen you said Moonfall?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. I
probably might. They put 140 million was the budget that they used to make this movie, and just this past weekend alone, it came out only made 10 million.
It's fucking COVID time. Who the hell greenlit that? Like, hey guys, we got theaters around the world shut down.
It's not.
Let's pump $140 into it.
If
that was made before COVID, I can understand. But if it's made during COVID and you're pumping that money, you're fucking nuts.
Fuck yeah.
Morons.
140 million. And dude, I got through like 20 minutes of it and I was like, this is so bad. Like they literally show the alien at the beginning of the movie. You already
you just spoiled it because I didn't see it.
Well, there you go.
Well, thanks, pal. I'm a big fan of rolling.
The fucking alien. Excuse my language.
I didn't know that. I thought it was about a moon falling into the Earth. I didn't know there was aliens involved.
Then you haven't watched any trailers.
Yeah, I've seen like bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
Was it Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry?
Yes.
So man, she's hot.
Yes, she is.
She's really hot. She had my blood flow going when she was in John Wick 3. Sicking them dogs on people.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love you, Holly.
Another thing, another John Wick coming out.
Oh, you know what? Thank you. I knew something Keanu was on my mind. For some reason, I was thinking it was a Matrix Resurrection sequel, but no. Fucking movie sucked. John Wick 4, if I remember, did wrap production. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Will he lose another finger? Will his dog die again?
Is he dead?
Will Lawrence Fishburne get captured again and take up for him and get shot yet again, or cut or whatever? He got cut, right?
No, he did it. He remember at the end.
No, I'm saying like they cut him up though, right? They cut his face up.
I think
on
so.
The rooftop.
They cut something up of him. Killed his doves.
And I think the guy that owns the Continental, who's had his back from the get-go, I think that was just he knew he was going to survive. I think that was him saving his life. I can't imagine that guy looking out for John throughout the whole series, and then on the end of the third one, he's like, "Oh, Pop, you're dead." I can't imagine. I still think that's his father-in-law.
You think?
Not his actual father, but I think that man, because his wife died of cancer, I think it was. I think he was married to his daughter. That's the theory I got. He was married to his daughter.
Where did you get that theory?
Well, because they have like this father-son bond. He obviously doesn't talk about his mom or his parents, and I feel like that man bonded with John and introduced his daughter to John, which is kind of weird. I don't think you as a father would ever introduce your daughter to an assassin that works worldwide, right? Unless he was bringing in money. But maybe the daughter knew about all that lifestyle and introduced him anyway. And I feel like he really liked John as his own son. His daughter passed, and like they still have that father-son connection.
You got a good point on that, because if you remember in the first one, he had put concrete over top. He had buried his stuff under concrete in the garage. That's a good point.
John gets special privilege, dude. He gets special privilege. I like I said, I don't see him being his actual birth father, maybe adopted father, but I'm really pulling for maybe like father-in-law, like an actual in-law that you're really cool with. Because like John walks in anywhere and he's got like a special locker in that fucking hotel, or like he's got like billions of dollars in credit and all that, and people are like, "Oh no, it's on the house, Mr. Wick." Like I feel like he's got it all settled. And plus, my dude, the receptionist.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Yes.
Lance Reddick.
Would you?
Baltimore born and bred, who no matter what still creeps me out. I don't know what it is about that guy, but he's such a good actor.
He does. He definitely could play as somebody creepy.
When I watch him on The Wire, man, he goes, "Where's McNulty?" And you're like, "Oh, McNulty's over there, man." Don't look at me, he's right there in the break room getting coffee.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I got all 3 now on Blu-ray. Can't wait to add the 4th one to it. What else? I have not finished Peacemaker yet. I'm almost done.
New episode today.
Yes. I'm on episode 5. How many are there?
I think there's 8 total. I think there's
8 total. Okay.
Episode 7.
It's nothing groundbreaking DC wise, but it's seeing John Cena do what I've never seen John Cena do. Being a total dick and having a racist ass father.
Pretty much.
That's all his father is just a fucking racist. Hey you, Egg Foo Young. Like what? Oh my god, dude. Like T1 down, that's it.
We don't mess with them neighbors.
Whoa. Oh man, you got that on air. Somebody was listening, they would have thought I said it.
They're gonna be like, let me rewind that.
Yeah, if we become famous eventually, you best bet they're gonna look at this show, and even though you're black, they're gonna try to cancel you.
Let them.
Because now in all of Hollywood, now they're trying to cancel each other now because there's no one else to cancel. Like now it's Rogan. Rogan was friends with everybody.
Yeah.
I knew this was happening. I told my brother this. I said, watch. I said, give it a couple years. They're going to run out of people to yell at. Those people they yelled at are going to get out of the show business. You're never going to see them again. They might show them in Hallmark movies or whatnot. But all that's going to be left are other people like them. And now look at it. Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, I can go on, man. They're all getting canceled.
They're going after their own people now.
Dude, I love it. I love it because they're all parasites. And I'm talking about the people who are all about cancel culture in Hollywood. I mean, we're talking Hollywood was built on the back of dudes dressed as cowboys, hitmen, vigilantes, people who were just absolute pieces of shit. I mean, Archie Bunker was a prejudiced guy, man, but he was awesome at the same time, and the error of his ways, the way he viewed black people was constantly thrown in his face because he was wrong and the audience knew that. And I felt like, I don't know, people seem to forget, man, there's some good stuff out there and we don't always need to overanalyze stuff. We need to see it as a work of fiction and separate the actor's life, personal life, whether we agree with them politically or not, and look at the character they're trying to play because that's acting.
Yep.
If you want somebody who is a feminist communist YouTuber to play a feminist communist YouTuber on film, that's not acting. You're just pretty much doing a biofilm.
Yeah.
As I would say, like a Johnny Cash about that person. He's playing his real life, persona. So yeah, I mean that's my rant on that. Fuck them. Those aren't boners, those are fingers. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got. It's kind of a slow week. It's literally got to pull teeth because now everything's on streaming services now.
Yep.
Netflix should just call itself Korea TV. They got a hard on for Korean. And don't get me wrong, like I love the show The Kingdom. Kingdom is really good. Squid Games is really good. I haven't watched the zombie movie yet.
That's a
zombie
series.
I'm gonna watch that.
12 episodes.
Oh shit! Then I should probably finish Peacemaker. Then.
They're an hour long.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, but I think that's gonna be what I'll probably start next.
See, what I always do when I try to watch stuff, because now I actually got to do homework since we're doing this show. I actually, not saying I don't love what I do, but there's sometimes I got to go outside my comfort level to watch something I really have no business or want to watch, just to,
just to
talk about it. So every time I go to like turn on one of those new TV shows, I find myself popping in Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon, Die Hard.
Fuck this, man.
Terminator, or like popping in a Spanish horror film like Wreck or The Orphanage.
Game of Thrones. You were talking about the teaser about that.
Yeah, well, that's all it is. That's all it is right now. That's all it is. It's just a bunch of people with white hair who are very beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, and more than likely they ride dragons. I think a dragon is in that show.
Fuck their brother and sister.
Oh, yeah, whole bloodline is incest, bro. Like, it's worse than West Virginia. I know. It's pretty bad. I'm just confused. How come people in West Virginia, when they bang their siblings or their parents, the kids come out with no teeth or fucked up facial features, but like the Targaryens come out still beautiful, and the only thing they got is like a mental illness, man. Like, if Hollywood would reboot Game of Thrones and like put David Fincher in the director chair, the guy that gave us Seven and all those other good movies, I feel like he would do like a realistic approach where Daenerys would be like all ugly, like like that. Like, can you imagine her riding a dragon? It'd be like never ending story, like. And John's just like, yeah, right, yeah. John's just like, oh my God, man, what the fuck is the matter with you? Then again, he'd probably be retarded a little bit too, because let's say retarded. Oops. Because he's Targaryen as well, and he was banging his aunt, who is Daenerys. And everybody was cheering on that shit.
I know.
Oh my God, you remember when we were all sitting around watching? The girls that were with us were like, "Oh man, I hope they get together." It's like, yo, that's his fucking aunt.
What?
That's his aunt.
Damn it!
How could you? Why are you applauding incest? You fucked your brother? No. Oh, okay. That's where we draw the line then, huh? No, they're fucking aunt and nephew.
TV show. It's not real.
Get ready, man. Get ready. Because there's going to be when House of Dragons launches, there's going to be so much incest applauds.
Yeah.
It's going to be unreal. Because like that is.
Finally got together. That's his fucking brother.
Yeah, dude. Awkward sex scenes. You might get a couple. Oh God, you're my sister. You're my sister.
Oh goodness, but it feels good.
Oh man, and I don't know. I feel like the Starks want it. I think the Starks. I would rather have a Stark than Targaryen. I'm pretty sure our mutual friend Amanda would disagree.
Yeah,
but I feel like the Starks. I'd rather see some heroism where it went their way. Because the Starks, man, they were just like it was just fucking negative after negative after negative after negative throughout the whole show. Brother died, the father dies, brother becomes crippled, and then somehow becomes king. I don't know about that. An elected king.
Up on that. What they did.
What is this? Is this fucking Naboo? Like you elect your queen? Yeah, man. I don't know. I'll still watch. I'm pretty sure our mutual friend will invite us over. And then after the episode's done, it's gonna be like, so what you guys think?
Yeah. Like, well, I think that they could have done this a little bit better. There's no action. That would be my first response.
I'm gonna give it a new rating for that show. I'm gonna say AI. You know what that is?
AI.
And I'm sorry, AOI. A lot of incest.
Oh my goodness.
And then my friends that cheer on that shit, I'm gonna fucking like think twice about hanging out with you.
What?
Like our friends that cheer on that shit. Like obviously there's gonna be sibling related. Man, we've been on this topic for a long time, but it just bugs me that a potential blockbuster of a show that's coming out, potential. We all know what Targaryens are about. Yeah, that's keeping it in the family, man. And those scenes, man, and the other ones were just so fucking awkward between Jaime and Cersei.
Yeah, it definitely was. Because everybody knew it. Every time I saw something between them, in my head, I'm like, ugh, that's sister. Ugh.
You're my sister. You're my sister. Ew.
Shame.
But yeah, I know I keep saying it, but that's literally all I got right now. Hopefully next week it's more newsworthy. Oh.
Remember, you will have a lot of content because Sunday Super Bowl is a shit ton of trailers.
Yes,
trailer we're getting.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. On top of Bob Saget, we all know, passed away. I'm a big conspiracy theorist, not QAnon conspiracy theorist, but like something doesn't sit right with this. Okay, Bob Saget, he found his cause of death was that he fell on the back of his head, hit his head, I'm sorry. He hit his head, did a lot more damage than he thought he did, and then died in his sleep. Do you believe that?
No.
I don't believe it either because no drugs were found in his system. I feel like he was fucking murdered, dude.
Yeah, that sounds just like I think what's her name? Blue Bay and them, and I think Chester too.
Yeah, I feel like, man, I've always felt like if somebody like in Hollywood takes out, because most of their lifestyle is on credit. That's how they end up losing houses or they fall behind on taxes. I feel like those types that take out a loan through studios that can't pay them back or refuse to pay them back meet mysterious ends. Yep. Not saying Bob Saget was an A-lister, but I can't imagine him hitting his head and being so stubborn to go, you know what? I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Fuck no, man. Go to the hospital. Well, now it's too late.
A lot of these deaths don't make sense. And usually it comes out like either a couple weeks or a couple months later that they were either into something, looking into something, or they were in the process, like with that was one of the reasons why I thought Chester got murdered, because him, what's the French guy's name? Bublé? Is that his name? Bublé? Or the one cook that would like travel around all the world.
Oh man, you're talking about Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, him.
Oh, I
And
used to love that TV show in the mid 2000s. Yeah, they took it off Netflix.
What's the other guy? It was an artist, Chris something. They were
Chris
actually
Cornell.
yes, they were actually making a movie about the whole pedophile thing. And they actually had the movie up. If you look it
up. All right, well,
just
to clarify, you think this is a theory. This isn't.
This is a theory. This is a
This is
theory,
a theory.
that
Okay.
people think, because the three of them were producing this movie. Because they were going around trying to find out about the sex predators and all that stuff in other countries and where sex trafficking and stuff. And then they never got to finish the movie. It was like they only finished like 15 minutes of it. And it said they had just almost finished production, and next thing you know, they died, so the whole production was just shut off.
Do you remember the name of it?
I don't know. Hold on a second. I think dude, it's really fucked up. What was the French guy's name again?
Anthony. Well, he's not French.
Well,
you're talking about Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking crazy, man. Like, I can't believe like people like him. Now, actually, you know what? I got to step back a little bit on him because his girlfriend. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
You know what's weird though? When I just looked up his name, they said that some about fact check, false claim of celebrity's death linked to child sex trafficking. That's why everybody's saying it's a theory. But there's also a theory saying that Anthony Bourdain knew too much. That was another thing that they were doing. All right, here it is. It says some key research through Anthony Bourdain was planning to run and expose a pedophile ring at the time of his death. What was the movie called? Neon. I can't find what the movie was called. It was somebody at work that had sent it to me, and I watched it. Their names weren't on the movie, but they if I find it, I'll send it to you. But it's some fucked up shit, dude. Like,
I believe it. I wanted to tell you about Anthony Bourdain. I did some research on him about a year ago, and that's why I'm a little iffy on him exposing pedophile. Maybe he did, because he dated Dario Argento's daughter. She was the Italian chick in the first Triple X. Remember her?
Okay, yeah.
She was accused by a man who I think now is like 24, but at the time she gave him oral sex at 16 in a hotel.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, and she was no, Anthony Bourdain was dating her.
Oh, okay.
And the story goes is that he was trying to pay that kid hush money.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I don't know how that goes. Maybe, cause I believe they were still together when he died. So I can't imagine if somebody if I find out my girl is giving head to a child.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what I'd do physically, but I can tell you what I'd do opposite it. I would call the cops. That's a definite.
Oh yeah.
Call the police.
They better get gone before I do.
Yeah, fucking right. And like I said, I can't tell you like how I would react to that physically, but cops would be on my list, and then we wouldn't be dating. But yet they remained together until his death. So
I never knew. Now you're talking about the one that was dating, or that was pretty much fucking Triple X.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Her and Anthony Bourdain were dating at the time of his death. What the hell is her name? Rosario Argento, I think. I can't remember her name. It sucks, man, because like all these like super hot, like she's still super hot, but like if she's a petty, which I believe, I don't. It's like I couldn't. It just breaks my heart.
Allison Mack too, from Smallville.
Oh yeah, had that fucking sex cult.
Yep. And so apparently she's gone to college and all sorts of shit.
Look, man, my day loving entertainment, and I mean this, quote me on this, is if Clint, Arnold, or Sly, those three, get accused of being kid diddlers. If one of those three gets accused Done. I'm done with the whole movie scene, man. I know that's really extreme, but
no, I mean that's
those three are pretty much like what allowed me to travel genres, like taking trips to the West, with Clint, witnessing a cybernetic assassin with Arnold, and another guy who has a droopy lip being a boxer and a Vietnam vet, creating those memories. If one of those three ruins it, and they will, well, I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying like if it happens, I will literally stop watching. I will throw all my fucking movies out, and I will find something else to have a hobby.
What's
Quote
crazy?
Me on that.
We there's a show on Netflix, and it may sound a little weird. There's a show called Cheer on there. It's a documentary of like the top like cheerleading schools and all that stuff. And they had it was a couple seasons where me and my wife and my son were watching it and stuff. And there's you already know the majority of the men that cheerleaders are pretty much gay. So there was one guy.
Is that a fact?
Pretty much. I mean, on this show, they pretty much all of them are gay for the most part.
On this show.
So there's a kid on there that's going to the college or whatnot, and he was gay. But me and Vicky, like we were like he keeps everybody like excited. He's a cool dude and all that stuff. And then we end up finding out season 2 just came out, and we just found out a couple months ago that they actually took him off the show because he got caught, I believe it was exposing himself to a child online. And they end up talking about that I believe it was on the first episode, but he was still in the season up to when the situation happened. And even when we were about to watch season 2, which we literally had stopped watching it for that fact. But like me and Vicky were pondering, like, should we even watch this anymore? Because they still had this guy on there up till the point where he did what he did, and they're just trying to make money. So we literally stopped watching it. Like I
don't blame you.
I don't put up with any of that pedophile child shit.
And the thing too is like it's like we were talking about earlier about Hollywood trying to be PC and cancel yourself. You as a viewer, you're choosing not to watch that in your household. Mm-hmm. You're not protesting it. You're not doing, I mean, even though it's a sick and disgusting act, it's something that you're like, you know what? If you got one of these guys on the show that acts like that, chances are it was probably another person and another person and another person.
Yeah.
I don't want to be surrounded with that kind of TV show. TV show's done. I get it. And that that breaks my heart because that could be any show now. Just waiting for the news. That's what I'm every morning I get up.
Pretty much.
I'm waiting to read an article about a show I like. Something like that would happen. I'm like, oh fuck, man, are you serious? How did you not see? You knew this was coming.
Yeah.
And
that's even what was it yesterday? 60 Minutes. Because one of the reasons why I like 60 Minutes because they do a lot of in-depth stuff on like murders and all that stuff. And I came across an episode yesterday where I believe it's either Florida or Australia, or it might be Florida. They actually have a town that has nothing but just pedophiles, rapists, sex offenders all live there because they can't find housing anywhere else. So they built this town so that way the cops could keep track of these pedophiles and know where they're at. And I'm just like, I had to stop watching it because the guy started describing like what he did to the kid, and I was just like, I can't. I had to turn it off. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
It bothers me mentally.
Nope. So, no. Absolutely not. You're going to jail.
Yep.
Touch a defenseless kid. You are going to fucking jail. You are not. I'm sorry, man. I can't see rehabilitation.
Me, dude. You know
I know. Yeah, I get it. And that's another thing too, because like God kids, my nephew. It's like without those three in my life, I'm not saying I'm more protective now by what I watch. I don't have kids of my own, but like it's this thing that just develops. You're just sitting there watching, and you hear something, you're like, no. No. That's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. And I'm all for rehabilitation for some offenses. But that I just nah, man.
And you know what's fucked up? That gets the least prison time. Like, you get on probation, you touch a kid, you get probation.
I know there are some instances where a man fails to check ID. I know there are some instances where that happens. But there's other times, like when you read these stories and then like you see the picture of the kid and then you see the picture of the defendant, and you're like, for a fucking fact, pal, that dude, that chick, or not chick, that little kid was a kid, not an 18-year-old girl. Don't give me no fucking boo-hoo shit. I don't want to hear it. You're going to jail. Like, I wish we had medieval torture still for that. Like, I'm not talking chemical castration. I'm talking about physical pain infliction.
Well, that's like in Nigeria and stuff. They don't tolerate none of that shit, dude. Like, some of these countries, like, I mean, there's some countries that do tolerate it, but dude, I don't even know what to say on that.
Well, I wish that Nigeria would take that same energy they have on pedophiles and stop these goddamn scams.
Like, can you get up here? What do you need?
Yeah, man. Like they do the
no, that's
they do the email scams. They're known for the emails. And I'm tired of getting emails like, please help the Prince of Narubia or whatever. And I'm like, no, fuck him. I said fuck him. I'm not sending him nothing. If he's a prince, he got gold.
Feed a child.
Yeah, I don't see him in the news anymore. I can't find him on Wikipedia. Fucking liar. He ain't on Wikipedia. If he ain't on Wikipedia, he probably doesn't exist.
And if he's the king, he should have money anyway.
It's always a prince. Help us take back the throne. Please send us money. And then when we take back the throne, we'll send you 250,000. Yeah. No,
you're not.
No, absolutely not. If that's the way it worked, man, then you know what? You would have everybody donating. You're too busy fucking scamming people. But yeah, that's all I got on entertainment. We covered a variety of topics. I guess what we're gonna have to do is just wait for Super Bowl Sunday. Pretty sure we'll see more Black Adam.
Yes.
More than likely another trailer for Jurassic Park Dominion. I'm not saying a better one because that one we have is pretty good.
Yeah, as soon as we get off here, I'm gonna watch it.
You haven't watched it yet?
Nah, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh man, you meant out.
My mom loved, but before we get up, my mom loved Boba Fett too. I got her in because she was the one that when we grew up, she was the one that actually got us into Star Wars, Transformers, Jurassic Park, all that shit, Godzilla. But yeah, she loved it. She thought the writing was good. She thought
Transformers, Michael Bay Transformers.
Fuck you. My dad was the guy that was into the Transformers though. He oh my goodness. My dad had the original truck and the whole rig and everything, man. He used to play with that shit, but I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry.
That's all good. That's all entertainment. Toys are entertainment.
Well, yes. I love toys.
Trying to find some newsworthy toys stuff, but I can't really find anything other than oh my God, be a backer for the new Proton Pack. Like, I'm not paying $700 for that. I love Ghostbusters, but I'm not paying for that.
One day
I can get a 3D printed one for $200. Put some double A's in it, I'm good.
I'm gonna play some Crossfire X that came out today. I bought that. It was $14.
Crossfire? Was that the board game Crossfire?
No. It's kind of like Call of Duty.
Crossfire.
It's been out since like Nintendo or PlayStation, but they just made a new one. Yeah, apparently.
I have to look at that. I got another game I got to look at. I think it's called Ark Survival or some shit. A coworker of mine's telling me about it. And it's a MMO RPG.
Like a strategy type game.
Man, I'm not a fan of MMOs at all, so I'm probably not going to play it. No, not that Ark. This is a different one. I think I might have had it wrong. It's probably not Ark Survival. It's called something else. But he's been dude. Every time I see him, he's always like, "God, did you watch the trailer yet?" And I was like, "No, what is it?" I keep forgetting. He goes, "It's an MMO." I was like, "Stop right there." Nah, if it's not an RPD cop with zombies, I don't care. I don't care.
Welcome
to Raccoon City, Oscar winner. Woo, woo. Just kidding.
You know what? I'm gonna go now. All
right, man. Yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully, if we do this again next week, maybe we'll have more entertainment news. Judge it for the Super Bowl, whatever we see Super Bowl.
That's Shaggy over there.
You didn't even fucking let me.
Yeah,
you cut the record, yeah.
Did I?
Oh yeah. He cut the recording, everybody. He cut me off.
Yeah, you won't even notice though.
Because I'm cutting into his game time. But anyway, like I said, Super Bowl, we'll have more stuff to see. Constant news breaking every day. This week's been real.
Motherfucker.
The what?
You should play some bets with me on Sunday for the Rams game.
I don't know one thing about gambling. Other than that, it can be addictive and you can lose your house.
What the fuck?
That's all I know about gambling, dude.
I don't plan on that happening.
I'm trying to win the Mega Millions. I don't even know how to play Mega Millions, man. That's like I don't gamble at all.
He doesn't.
I don't know one thing about it. Numbers, not my thing. All right. Well, that's all I got. I'm Shaggy on the big screen. What's up, yo? IMAX, Dolby.
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
Yeah, there is.
That dude.